This week I am recording our episode a little bit early because on Monday I am off to Rocky Harbour in Newfoundland for my Leadership and Innovation in Tourism program. And as I'm away for part of the week, I have been working on my fabric and my curtains before I go. And so I'm going to show you what I've been up to. It's been, there's something about fabric and adding fabric to a room that really brings it to life. So I have been looking forward to adding some of that texture from the fabric. And so this week has been a really fun week in terms of getting all the fabrics and some of the colors. I'm trying to decide on what we use for reupholstering as well as the curtains. So I'm going to share what I've been up to with that, but I'm also going to reveal the location of our second mural. So our first mural in the reception room is now finished, but we are going to be painting a second mural. So I'm going to show you where that will be in the manor. So let me show you what we've been up to. So now our mural here in the reception room is all finished. It is time for us to start work on our second mural. And I know that I haven't told you yet where that's going to be. And so it actually ties into this mural, but it's in a different room. So if you have been wondering where it's going to be, let me show you. So our mural here in the reception room has been painted around the door. So our second mural is going to be out here. So let me open the door and you can see that we have a wall here in the entrance hallway that is in direct line. And so that is where our mural is going to be painted. And it's actually going to be floor to ceiling, and it's going to be a big tree. We haven't finalized all the detail yet. But it will mean that as you stand here and look at this mural and look through the door, you'll be able to see the other one. The thing about choosing fabrics is you never know when you're going to find the perfect color. And often you go searching and you can search and search and search and never find anything. Other times you just happen to walk through the store and you see something. And I was actually in the fabric store this week looking for something completely different. And as I walked past, a couple of fabrics caught my eye, and so I actually got myself a couple of samples, and I've been looking for fabrics that I can use either for curtains or for reupholstering couches for our music room and our reception room. And this is obviously my beautiful, gorgeous wallpaper in the music room, and it has such vibrant colors in there that I really wanted to find something that really was of a very bold color for the couch, which I'm going to reupholster for this room. And so as I was walking past, I saw this velvet, and it's this gorgeous teal color, and it just goes so beautifully with the colors in the wallpaper, because I've got some birds with this teal color. It's got a bit of the blue, and it also obviously works really, really beautifully with my sulking room pink as well. And so that was the first one. And then as I'm walking down the next aisle, I then spot this one, and you can see how nicely they go together. And it's very similar. It's actually a little bit darker than the sulking room pink we've got on the wall, but it's just the same tones. So what I'm thinking is that I'm thinking of using this gorgeous teal for our couch here in the music room. And then this color, obviously this is very close to the walls here in the music room, so I'm thinking I'm going to use that in the reception room to reupholster either a chair or a couch or some of the furniture, because I think, well, I'm just going to have a look, but I think it goes really beautifully with the green that we painted in there. So this is my curtain material and my pigeon green on the wall. And this is my velvet that I found. And I think that it will work really, really nicely with this green and this material. It's a little bit more purple, and it's a little bit darker, but I don't want it to be too pink in this room. I want it to really stay with the green tone with the mural, and the mural is really the centerpiece. So I want things that complement it but don't take over. So I think this will be a really nice texture, and then obviously if I upholster my couch with this, I can then bring in the greens and some pattern onto cushions and other upholstery tapestry in the room, which I think will work really, really nicely. And the great thing about using this color is it really ties into the music room. So the music room has got that kind of, that sulking pink on the wall, and I don't want the rooms to feel the same. I want them to have their own character, but I do want them to tie together. So they kind of work together as a whole room, even though each side has its own character and personality using the different colors. And I think this combination with this velvet and the green, I think will actually tie it all nicely together. So I think this is a good find for reupholstering couch. Now I've just got to decide which couch I'll reupholster. I have so many of them. So that's another question that I'll be asking you another day. So this is my beautiful fabric that I have from curtains in the other room. And it's on this big roll that I got from the fabric store. And I have so much of it because I'm doing it for 2 big windows that I decided to spread everything out in the dining room, and because I need to first measure how much I've got, because to be honest with you, I can't even remember how much I got. I know I've got enough, but I need to have it to obviously cut it for the curtains. So I've decided that the easiest way to do that is to roll it out on my tables so I can measure. So as I know my tables reach 8 foot, so this gives me 16 feet. I've lined the end of the material up with that end of the table. I've got to this end and I've just folded it over, and now I'm going to go back and then I'll know how much I've got. So I've been one way, back again, so that's 16, 32 feet, plus another 8, so I've got 40 feet, which means that for my 4 panels, I've got 10 foot each, which is definitely enough for my curtains. So that's good. So now I'm just going to cut these into 10-foot panels, and then I'll be ready to start sewing my curtains. So my panels are now cut, and I've got 4 10-foot panels ready, and so when I get back from my trip I can start sewing. It always means a lot to us when people donate special items to the manor, and last week Jennifer and her mum Debbie brought us a picture that is just perfect for the pub, and this is the picture that they brought us, and I just love it. I love the fact you can even see in the on the wall they've got pictures that are very similar to the pictures that we're going to be having in the pub. It feels very Old English, and so this is going to be put on the wall, and I think we are going to find some way of just putting a little plaque or something next to items that are donated, so that people know where they've come from and the story behind the different items that come into the manor. But we so appreciate it. So thank you, Jennifer and Debbie. This is I just love this picture, and it goes so well with the pictures that Linda donated to us a few weeks ago. So the pub is going to have some amazing pictures on the wall. I can't wait to put them up and show you what it's all going to look like. But in the meantime, I'm keeping them very safe, and we're going to find a very special home for this. So thank you again, Jennifer and Debbie, and I look forward to you both being able to come to the pub and actually seeing it on the wall. So by the time you watch this, I'll be nearing the end of my time in Rocky Harbour, Newfoundland, and I hope you've had a chance to follow me a little bit on Instagram stories to see what I've been up to. But next week I will be sharing my adventures here on our next episode and showing you what we've been up to. But I'll also be back home here and back to the projects that we're working on, and so there'll be lots more for me to share. And so I look forward to seeing you back here next week for our next episode of the Lady Smith Manor Diaries.